Yo, it's your girl, Jada Mack, 2 A's, 2 K's. And y'all already know what time it is. We hit that 7:30-ish. Don't forget that part. We in here with our lashes on. Go ahead and flick them.
Eyelash check.
All right.
You hear me?
Who else we got in here tonight?
It's your girl Anna. You can catch me on my podcast, Talk Yo Ish. I'm gonna keep it PG today.
Period. Kids in the house. And everybody know who I am. Kia like the car. What's up, y'all? So tonight we have some special guests. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves.
It's your girl, Kalia.
Hey, hold on. I know I'm late, but hey,
Go ahead.
And it's your girl Jocelyn in the house.
come on, go ahead,
They didn't come to play tonight, so y'all better
They
be
did
ready.
not. They did, and they both are children of God. Look at them.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Yes, let's give honor to God, who is the head of our life. Amen.
All right, so man, tonight's topic is toxic parenting. This is something that my daughter Kalia brought to me. I don't know why she wanted to come on, but she's a little shy and she wanted to come on. So Kalia, can you tell us a little bit about why you picked this topic and why you wanted to come on to talk about it?
I picked this topic because it's a very important topic, and I noticed that most of my friends struggle with this situation, having to deal with parents like treating them bad, or having to like deal with certain parents just having to deal with certain parents just like just playing the victim sometimes.
Okay. So can you give us some of your personal experiences or examples of what a toxic parent is to you?
Okay, so example of toxic parenting to me is a parent putting other people before their kids, parents that don't build a connection with their kids, parents comparing their kids to their other children, parents making you watch their kids, parents giving empty promises.
Okay, hold on. Can we let Josie talk for a little bit, or are you gonna give all the
Yeah.
examples? Okay, thank you. Go on, Josie.
So other things are like arguing in front of your kids instead of just keeping in, or asking for money with like stuff.
Parents asking kids for money?
Yeah. So
Okay.
asking their kids for money that they should be able to help get from somebody else.
Like another adult?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
Maurice?
like,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
you're good. Also, pointing out like stuff that shouldn't be pointed out in like their appearance when they're wearing something, like instead of making them feel comfortable in their own skin, pointing out stuff like, "Oh, you look weird in that," or something like that.
Oh, we're going to come back to that. All right, we got Maurice on the line as well. I'm sure everyone probably can see him on the screen. Say hello, Maurice.
Hi, my name is Maurice.
Maurice, can you tell us, can you give us a couple examples of what toxic parenting is to you?
Yes. Number one that I've tried to experience myself is parents not taking into account how their actions affect their kids. And probably second one would probably be like just I don't know, probably not taking responsibility, like not just not taking responsibility for their actions.
Okay. Jada. Seeing that you're a little, like, you're not that much older
Yeah.
than them.
I'm not too much older than them, but toxic parenting is a parent who doesn't support their children. I feel like you should support your children no matter what they want to do. They can want to make hats, sell hats on the corner, sell candy bars. I feel like parents should support them 100%. And I also feel like toxic parenting is refusing to have the conversations that need to be had. Some parents like to just say, well, I'm your parent, and brush stuff under the rug that really needs to be tapped on and talked about. So that's definitely a toxic parenting trait.
I agree with that. So I really feel like, for the most part, Kalia, how do you feel about our relationship?
I feel like our relationship is. I feel like we definitely have a bond. We have some we have some things, like some problems sometimes here and there. But I feel like the way our connection is very smooth. Like, I can come to you whenever I need to. Like, even when I'm at college, I feel like you prepared me for when I am independent, even when sometimes you felt like I was lacking in some things. So me going into college really showed you that I can be independent and I can be me and not just be wild.
Okay, one of the one of the things I think that made us become a lot closer is when I started having these open conversations with you, right? Remember, I talked to you and I would ask you questions, and one of the questions that I asked was, what can I do to be a better parent? And I feel like that's one question that every parent need to sit down and ask their kid, because at first I was the type of parent that used to feel like kids shouldn't really ask questions. Whatever I say, go. Kind of like what Jada said. But now I'm asking questions. I feel like kids, their opinion does matter. For example, when I first bought my house, when I was looking for my house, I took my kids with me. And every time I went to a showing, I brought my kids with me. Their opinions definitely matter. Kalia, she's really big on energy. So if she feels something off, she'll let me know. And she definitely did that at a couple of the properties that we went to go see. And she let me know, like, no, it's just something about this. I don't like it, or I don't like the energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. And then anyone that she said anything negative about, no, we going to the next house until we found the house that I think that was perfect for the both of us. Well, all three of us. But most parents would not ever. I was just speaking to someone the other day about that. And he was like, what? I would have never, that's grown folk business. Don't put kids in grown folk business. But a lot of times, the grown folk business, it affects the kids. So we do need to have these conversations, even though they're not adults. But we put these kids through these life-altering situations, and we throw them in these situations, and we expect them to just be normal and be the same kid. But a lot of times, like, we kind of throw them off balance when we just throw them into situations and we don't have a conversation with them. Anything you want to add, Jada?
Yeah, I agree with you, because growing up, I would say both of my parents were toxic parents. Growing up, I'm going to applaud them for the effort that they give it now. I will never discredit them. But growing up, I didn't have it the best. I mean, I had good role models in my life, but they didn't really, like you said, they put us in certain situations and then expect us to act accordingly when it's like, this is an out of order situation and you want me to pretend like I'm okay with this. And in reality, I'm not okay with this. And inside, I'm hurting, I'm broken, I'm tore down. I want to look at my parents how everybody else look at their parents, or, like, I never experienced a two-parent household until now. And I'm 22. So it's like, parents don't understand how deep things go with us. They don't understand it. They don't understand that one little thing can create a world total of trauma. Like, trust starts with a parent. I say that because, say you told like, you and Kalia was young, she was younger, and she said, "Mom, can I get this toy? I really want it." And then you say, "Yeah," but you never get it. That's already establishing breaking trust. And you don't even think about it like that, but they like, well, my mama didn't even do that for me, so why would I expect anybody else to do it? It starts really young, like really young. So you got to remember stuff like that. You got to think about stuff like that.
All right. You want to add anything before we let them take the floor? All right, Kalia, y'all got the floor. Whatever y'all want to know, whatever you want to ask.
Brianna said, "Hey, y'all." Dorsetta said, "Hey, everybody." Robert said, "Hello." And we got others watching. If you're watching right now, just go ahead and share the live.
Yeah, we'll give them a second to do that. Thank you. Whenever y'all ready, y'all got the floor.
So my question is to like, why do parents put other people before their kids, and do they feel like their kids are not enough to bring them happiness?
Maybe they're unconscious of not putting people before their kids because they're so worried about like going that they forget that they gotta put some of their focus onto their kids.
Somebody
Because
said,
as you get older, like you had said something about the trust or whatever. I also feel like I also feel like with parents, it's not that they don't don't know what you're going through. They've been through stuff, and they kind of forget that while they trying to make sure you don't go through what they went through, they forgetting to check on you and to make sure that they're not repeating that same thing, because I feel like stuff repeats itself, like history repeats itself. So if you take, like, say for instance, your mom maybe been abused, or her mother was abused, and then she ended up dating the same man. Like, I feel like history repeats itself until somebody's becomes aware of their actions, and then they can change them. But
Right.
other than that, that's what
So with that, I don't have any experience in that. So I got a divorce in 2010, and my kids never seen me with a mate. They never seen me with anybody. I never introduced my kids to anybody. I actually I put my kids first, and now like my son, he has his own place. He's been in his own place for 3 years now. Kalia is in college, so she comes and goes into the summertime, into the summer break, and then now I'm kind of lost when I'm home alone, being an empty nester, because I put my all and everything into my kids, and then I have to find out what I should be doing for myself. So the energy I put into my kids, now it's time for me to do that for myself. But I really felt like, not saying that I regret doing that, I just felt like I wish I would have found some type of balance. So when I got to this moment, I wouldn't be feeling like, oh my God, I don't know what to do.
in the comments, Brian wanted to know, when you say other people like who?
What I mean by other people, I mean
Like mates?
like mates, when it comes to just people like respecting other people but not really respecting their kids, or like really caring about their kids and just uplifting that person rather than their kids is what I mean.
Oh, so like another spouse or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I know when it comes to that, I don't. It's not hard for me, but sometimes it may be hard for another parent, somebody that's not me. You have to find the balance. You have to find balance outside of your mate to spend time with each and every kid. That's why I did not want to have a bunch of kids. Somebody ain't not gonna be loved properly.
Yeah, I think that also though with your mate, the whole thing with your mate, I think a lot of people who do that, like when they get a man or a woman and they focus mainly on that, it's because they're looking for some type of love theirself, and they forget to like really have a balance because they be looking for love themselves, like that love into the other person.
I feel like the kid should also be expressive and express that to the parent and let them know how they feel. Did we answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next?
Oh, why do parents take out their anger on their kids? Like they'll come home and all of a sudden they just mad and they just take it out all on you.
Yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie, like I've never experienced that personally, but when I have cousins and stuff that they dad would come home from work and he'd be blue, pissed off, and he'd be like, "Get out my face! I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm going." You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like when you come home, you're supposed to leave that at the door because you coming into an environment of where we obviously need you. So if you going to work all day, you got to be that dad that we need when you get home because we don't even see you.
Check those different pieces. I feel like though too, kids do that too. Y'all come home with attitudes, and then you be thinking y'all be mad at the whole world, and then y'all think like your parents supposed to just know, and then you just like, why she's talking to me? You know.
Say it louder for the girl in the back.
Yeah, y'all be like, why she's talking to me? She just gets on my nerve. Everything she says, like that's how y'all be acting too. Kids do that. Like I think that's just like a people thing. Like sometimes people forget that you can't take out whatever you're going through on the whole world, and everybody does that.
Yes, they definitely do. I'm gonna use you as an example. Kalia have her moments where she get an attitude and she will take it out on me. I have learned as her mother, when she have these moments, like you're allowed moments, you're allowed bad days, but just don't take it out on me. So I'll point it out to her that, okay, I'm going to give you this moment, but you need to pull yourself together. But I'll add a few more words with that. And then, and then she, like today, we did have an incident today. How do you think I handled that? Because I changed the energy quick.
I think that what happened today, it didn't go bad. It
don't go bad anymore with us, I don't think. Because we've learned to communicate a little better with each other. And then I'm learning that my delivery is everything. I'm learning to choose my words wisely because I can come off a certain way and it'll make her have the same reaction. So we don't want to meet fire with fire because I'll always win.
I'm gonna read some comments. Breezy said, "Yes, I think you should have as many as you can properly love." That was from far back when you said you want to have, And then he was also saying, Jada, daddy don't tell him what he can't do.
Ooh.
He talking about when I was saying that dad's coming in from work mad.
Oh, yeah.
So I said, don't tell him what he can't do. I feel like y'all could say that, like, okay, we can't. I'm saying we as us on because we're just them right now. We have these attitudes in which y'all should know, but it's not even. I feel like newfound emotions are different than anything because some of the things that we going through that's new to us, we don't know how to properly express our feelings off of that because it's new, it's fresh. We don't know, like we could be going through our first betrayal. Our first friend done stole our boyfriend. And y'all know how it feel, but since it's fresh and new to us, like we never had this happen. Of course, how y'all think we don't know how to react. So of course it's gonna seem like we're reacting in a horrible way. That's just because we don't know how. It's fresh, it's new.
Yeah. Whenever my daughter get an attitude, I always tell her too, like, you are allowed to be as angry as you wanna be, but what we not gonna do is get mad at me. Now you can go shut your door, go in your room, take a second to yourself, then you come back. Cause I always let her know that you can express your emotions, but you just not gonna be disrespectful. And I just feel like what you saying is they knew emotions. Okay, what if your parent never learned how to deal with their emotions? So how they gonna teach you to deal with the emotions? So when he's coming in the house angry, he never learned how to control himself or learned the proper way taught by his parents to do so.
Well, in that sense, you shouldn't be upset with your kid if they display the same thing you're showing them.
All he knows is anger. If he come in the house angry.
So how could you be upset with the kid that's just mirroring what you're doing. How?
But I'm just saying, he's angry. That's all he knows is anger. So that's all he can display to you.
And then that's when the cycle begins.
Yeah, and maybe then that's up to you to recognize that this is a problem in your family, and try to
Seek help.
seek help. Learn
That's
self-love.
a touchy side. Learning self-love at a young
self-love.
age is hard too. Our bodies are changing. Our hormones are changing. Our friends are changing. What we like, certain foods we like are changing. How do we learn about we're learning. We're still fresh.
How old? Because you keep saying still fresh. I feel like you learn as you go.
You do learn as you go,
do.
but the parents, it's a lot of things that we learn with y'all, being y'all
Yeah.
parents. We go through things together.
I'm not saying we as in like we. I'm saying we as in I'm sitting on this side of the table
Oh.
speaking their thoughts. Because if I was them, this is exactly what I would be saying or how I would be feeling. We change every day. It's hard to like, one day we might look real good and then 5 months from now we develop a little bit, look a little different. Now it's like, dang, now I got to love this new version of me. We changing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Say it.
I agree with Jada what she said with the parents, right? About when the parents are learning, that don't mean that like the kids should have to understand that, because the kids are actually they're the ones who's vulnerable, right? As adults, we have to check that, right? Now our kids should be able to voice that to us without us getting mad. But once it's voiced to us, once it's recognized by us, we should fix that. That shouldn't be an excuse that we're using. So even though it's reality, but it's an excuse to use with the kids.
Maurice, you have anything you want to add?
Not currently, no.
Okay. What else you got? Were you good with those answers?
No.
I'm sorry. What did you say, Maurice?
I was saying where you still talking to me, but say something like
No, I was talking to Kalia. Okay, so since Kalia's taking a while with her notes, I have some notes here. So when I was younger, I wasn't allowed to talk back at all. Whenever my mom told me to do something, there was nothing that I could say behind it without getting hit on. Okay. I just want to know from y'all, why are y'all mouths so smart? Why every time we say something there is a rebuttal, and it's so smart? Like if you genuinely have a question as to whatever I'm telling you, why can't you just have a normal tone without the smart remarks?
We try to, keep our cool. It's just the way y'all say your things too, where it starts like, whoa, like I understand, like you're my mom or my dad or whatever, but you need to fix your tone too in the politest way, not like that. But
See what I mean by the smart? You need to. What? Yeah.
But like, we don't try to sound smart. We just trying to ask like a genuine question. Like,
Echoing.
Yeah.
It's echoing. Oh, okay.
we try to ask like a genuine question. Sometimes you guys overreact and take it to offense, and be like, hey, like you shouldn't talk to me like that. Or we'll be like, okay, mom, like we'll do it. Or okay, dad, I'll do it. And they'll get mad at you because you're just saying okay. And
I just feel like sometimes we don't always need a response.
But as us kids, we don't understand when to respond or when to not to respond. That's what you guys lack to teach us too.
Yeah, you did say that. It was your mama stayed on. You can say nothing. So if that energy is not transferred, or that lesson is not transferred to the kids, how would they know?
So that would mean like y'all gonna get y'all tops to beat in more then, cause that's how I was raised. So let me just start beating on tops. Y'all cool with that?
But that's toxic if you never taught them. If you never taught them, then you don't know top. That's toxic. You're the title.
All right, y'all. As we can see, I'm a toxic parent.
I guess I am too, but I don't listen. Cause if you get out of line with me, I'm just gonna whoop you. I'm sorry. Cause that's how I was taught. Like you don't post it. Like it's just a elder thing. Respect your elders. Like anybody that I don't even know, older people, I'm gonna respect them. Like people don't even say Mr. or Miss anymore.
Right.
Like y'all don't have like, it's like no respect for your adults. It's just like y'all feel like it's still got to be some type of level where, yeah, you can express yourself, but you need to be respectful doing it. Like, you could have said okay, but you probably was like, okay. Like, how you said it. And then it made me be like, wait, who you talking to? Why don't talk to me like that? Don't say it like that. Because you got to have some type of respect when you're talking to adults, when you're talking to people, like, your parents, definitely. And then when you go out in this world, you can't just be talking to people like that. You got to know how to talk to somebody. Because that's how, I was raised where if you speak when spoken to. If I say go get this, it ain't no, but why you can't get it? You just sitting right there. Like, it was none of that.
Ooh, they do that.
Please don't bust me in the head. But I feel like even as parents, you should respect your children too. Because just always having that because I said so, or it's like y'all opening up the same door y'all trying to close.
I agree. We should. I agree.
Respect is mutual, no matter if it's a parent.
I feel like it should still be a level to, like, you can't think you're up here with me.
Exactly.
You can't think that that we both on the same playing field, because we're not.
Y'all do feel like y'all equal, and we are not equal. Do y'all understand that?
Like, it's not like she's saying you're less than or anything like that. But I still think that people forget, like with a job, you're going to start off down here, and then you got to work yourself up to here. Or even, like, before you even get the job that's up here, maybe you had to do schooling first. You have to go through a process first. So don't think that you could just come to me and we up here. We're not. And that don't have nothing to do with being disrespectful, because I asked my daughter today, like, what you feel like about me, like, parenting? I said, I'm not going to hit you or nothing. She be like, why you ask that? I'm like, I'm just asking. And then she was just like, you could be nicer and you could be a little more patient, because you don't have patience at all. And I was like, I'm going to pray about it. Because I do. I don't have patience. She's definitely 100% right. I could be more patient with her. I know I snap fast. And I be having to check myself sometimes, like, come here real quick. I know I just got mad, but look. And I talk to her real quick, because I just, any sudden move, don't make no sudden move.
I don't have an issue with apologizing to kids if I'm wrong. I've apologized to you before.
Yeah, all the time.
Don't do that now.
All
right.
Okay, I'm going to read this comment before it's out of topic. My comment is late because my phone wouldn't stop ringing, but back to the way they respond to adults. All the huffing and puffing and dragging words and responding like somebody is getting on their nerves for no reason is definitely a button pusher for me, LOL.
Y'all got something y'all want to say? Because that's my birthday twin talking. Oh, sure. Go ahead. Maurice, everybody.
Okay. So what I like to think about sometimes, some of my football coach told me a couple years ago was it's not the way the message is said, it's the message itself. So I think that works both ways. So like when kids are getting yelled at, and they're feeling like all those emotions because they're feeling your emotions that you're saying. But because of that, they're missing the message that's being said, and I think that works for the parents too. When I like respond a certain way, like let's say I'm not responding like in a bad way, but like because we're already hot, even though I say it nicely or casually, you still might see it a different way. Because you're thinking about all the emotions that were just said, you're missing the message itself. And I think that works both ways. I think that's something that needs to maybe the patience thing you were just talking about. Like maybe we try to work on the patience a little bit, actually like listen to like what's actually being said, not how it's being said sometimes.
I agree. So
Yeah.
that brings
maybe help with certain things.
I gotta agree with him. Right now, I've been taking healthy communication classes for relationships, family, and friends because I don't know how to talk to people sometimes. And my plans sometimes may actually touch soft spots for other people, so I have to learn when to how to have healthy conversations with people because, like you said, y'all could both be hot and heated in a moment, and you may say something to the best of your ability, but since I'm pissed off, I'm gonna be like, oh, she meant that in a whole different type of way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all gotta be like, all right, look, you take your 5, I'm gonna take my 5. We come back and we gonna talk about this like regular people. But Smiley also said something. If you want me to hit that comment or you wanna?
I don't forget what I was gonna say now. You heard me talking first. Go ahead.
Smiley said, do y'all think? And I was definitely gonna tap on this. Do y'all think kids act and feel that they are the same level as their parents because some parents come off as more of a friend than a parent?
Yep.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can y'all see Breezy
You
on
can't
the
be
camera?
friends with
Yeah.
your kids. I feel like to a certain extent, like I can be there for you, but I can't be your friend. Like if you want to ask me anything, that's why I'll have an open discussion with. Like if I told my daughter one time a friend came to her and said something about something that they shouldn't even be talking about because they was young.
Mm-hmm.
So I had told her that if your friends ever come to you with anything, like anything that you know you shouldn't be talking about, whether you feel like you shouldn't be talking about it, always ask me because your friends don't always have the right information. And I want you to have the right information. And I don't care what it is. But that's not me being her friend. Because I'm not going to be like, okay, girl, tell me who your boyfriend is and what you, who you like stuff like that. That's dead. That's dead. I'm not going to sit up there and talk to you about stuff like that. I don't want to hear. No.
So does she have somebody that she can talk to about that stuff?
As far as like
Outside of her friends, because what if she want your advice?
If she wants my advice on something, maybe when she get old enough, because she is.
How old is she?
She's 11. I wish she would talk to me about a boy.
11 is about the age.
Yeah,
they
Start liking boys.
11. Oh, I'm about to go somewhere else. Hold that thought. But I'm real quick. Let me piggyback on what the delivery. Real quick. So the other day, I was looking for something. Kalia's the type of child that she'll clean up and she'll rearrange all my stuff. And when I go looking for it, I went to go look for something in the morning before work and I couldn't find it. And instead of me just going and wake her up with 2-piece spicy, I just sat and I thought about it. I waited until later on when I got off work. And I asked her if I came to come visit her in her dorm room and she got up to get ready to go to school and I rearranged her drawers and she got up and look for something and couldn't find it, how would that make her feel? And she told me how I made her feel. And I said, that's exactly how I felt this morning when I was doing such and such, looking for such and such. And she, and I think it's a little better. The outcome was a little better. We just had a little chat. You know, we talked about it a little bit. She was like, okay, cool. I understand now. The outcome was better because usually I scream and holler. But this time, you know, I changed my delivery. What are y'all looking at?
It's tweaking.
Oh, don't worry about it. It do be sometimes. All right, what was the next one?
FTL said, you can't wait on prayer to fix what's wrong with us. Amen. Y'all got to fix it now. Don't keep waiting on God to give you a sign, because God may not give you one. He waiting on you to mature.
Ooh.
Hey, I got some about the kids friend before y'all go to the next subject.
Wait. Somebody said fix the audio. Are we having issues, y'all? Are we having
They
issues
might
with
be
the audio?
talking about the guest.
What's wrong with the audio before we move on? Anybody else having issues with the audio?
It sounds echoey for me.
They not.
The guest echoing.
You said it sounds
Close that door.
Both of us.
Probably you. Say something, Maurice.
Yeah, it's him.
Close this door all the way.
Hey.
There's light in there.
Go to the next room.
Okay. Thank y'all.
I cut the air on today, y'all. It feels lovely.
It most definitely does.
I was gonna say that earlier because I'm like, he ain't gonna be hot today because it's cold in here.
It's
I
chilly.
made sure I cut the air on right temp and stuff.
I appreciate it. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Hey.
Y'all gonna finish when I close it.
Okay. Don't worry about it. We got it. All right. So, Josie, did you have anything?
No.
Jada, are we caught up on the comments before we go next? Next one.
Delivery is definitely important, and this is, I think, Clara. That's how you say your name. I will butcher names, but I'll read the comments right. Delivery is definitely important, and people don't realize that your tone sets the tone for real. Ooh, your tone sets the tone. I like that.
That is the truth. I'm still learning that.
Me too.
Are we still echoing, by the way? I just
No,
want to check
it's
that.
not us. It's the guys.
I know. I just want to make sure that they said it.
Am I echoing?
Now, no.
Somebody said mostly Maurice.
Maurice.
Yeah, I knew it was the
I
guest.
heard Maurice, I thought it was just mine. Actually, we got the volume up on the other screen that you can't on.
You got the volume up, Maurice?
I see it. It's all the way up.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But I knew it was I knew they was gonna say it was just the
Watch
guest,
it on.
'cause that's what they said. It said it's just the fellas for some reason.
All right, if it get too bad, y'all let me know. Khalil, what you got next? She happy.
So, I am aware that some parents feel like that all they have to do is provide their kids like the food, the shelter, and that's it sometimes, and not like really bond and sit with them. So, like, my question is like, why?
That's an internal thing.
Why don't parents give quality time?
Yeah, like, I feel like some parents just don't really want to bond with their kids sometimes. So I just wonder why. Like, why did, like, sometimes when they yell at their kids and then they say, like, I give you this and I give you that, like, I give you shelter and this and that. And then, like, that's all they say, you know?
I really feel like the parents and the kids need to understand love languages. I know Breezy probably gonna not agree with me, but maybe that's not her love language. But like with you, I know what your love language is. I'm not a hugger at all. I don't like to be touched. Kalia understands that and she respects it. But I know this probably sound bad to y'all. She'll ask me like, Mom, can I hug you? And then I'll say yes or no. Sometimes I just don't want to be bothered. But most of the time I say yes, right? So I feel like you have to know, you have to be aware of their love language. I don't know. I don't think I have that problem. If I do, please go on and blast me.
With bonding with your kids. Maybe some people work too much to bond with them, and then when they get the time and they like, if you do something upset them, and maybe that's why they yelling at. I don't know. I think that would be just depending on the person and coming from them, but I don't know.
I also feel like parents, like, we do have a lot on our plate. We have a lot of times we have other kids, we have jobs, we have side hustles, we have so many hats that we wear, and sometimes we may fall short in certain areas. So I do ask that sometimes, like, we might need a little bit of grace. But I'm glad now, like, y'all are old enough to express, okay, Mom, like Khalil asked me, let's go to the mall, which I'm shocked she even want to go anywhere with me now at this age. But just be expressive when you want to have that time. And sometimes we don't know. We're still trying to figure it out too.
And I second what Kia said all the way, and just add to it. Tell the kid, I would tell the kid, like, really speak out, say I want to spend time with you, because a lot of times our personal life and our work life do get in the way of quality time with the kids, because a lot of parents look at it like, okay, when you come out of school, you're with me. When we wake up, we together, you know, and they look at that's time, right? So I would say to the kid, express yourself, to the parents, just listen to them when they tell you to do it. Spend the time.
You good, Claire?
Another question I have is, like, why do parents make promises and not live up to them?
That's what I was touching on.
Because,
Empty
for
promises.
an example, my dad, he'll get into an argument with my stepmom. He'll say things like he says that he doesn't mean, and then the next day he'll apologize. He'll like, I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I didn't mean to do that. I promise you guys that I'm gonna fix this. But these promises become more frequent, and we're just like we don't know how to believe you anymore because you don't listen no more. Like, you just don't live up to them.
That's what I was saying.
I have another thing when it comes to empty promises, on like how it makes me feel, or like how it make younger kids feel. As an example, like growing up to empty promises, I feel as though like I don't be surprised anymore. Like, I'm used to it. So it like gets to the point where, I mean, if something happens and it changes, okay, yeah, I'm used to that. But like, I don't feel that it should be normal for me to like get used to that type of thing.
Yeah and no.
I'm a proponent of that.
I feel
Right,
like
with the kids. I always say,
no. Go ahead, bro.
I look at it like, if I'm not gonna let my kids down with every promise I make them, but just say if something come up and I have to do something, you know, you get let down every so often. I think it prepares you for life, because what is this? It's not an excuse. I just say, if I'm the first person to let you down, when the world let you down, you ain't gonna be ready to kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? It kind of like prepare you for, okay, this was a promise that was made. If it don't happen, I still gotta make sure I'm doing what I need to be doing. You know, so it won't affect the next day. You know,
Jada's shaking her head
the
over
next
here.
move, whatever it is.
Jada's shaking her
That's
head.
why I
over
said yeah and no, because it prepare you for the real world. Because I'm sorry, a lot of people in life gonna let you down if you think that you're gonna go out here and everybody's gonna keep their promises. It's not gonna happen. It definitely prepares you for real life. But as far as like stuff like that, when you saying like he's get upset and he promised that he's gonna change his ways. Yeah, a parent shouldn't even be arguing in front of you to the point where you know that he's going through that with the other parent.
That's
But,
toxic.
yeah, that's just toxic. But as far as like promises being made or broken, you definitely gonna come across a lot of that in life, and that's all type of relationships, friendships, anything with work. Like, it's just gonna be a lot in the world. Yeah, because if you don't, I heard this lady say on the thing like how kids were getting like they was talking about kids going getting invited to parties and leaving kids out. she said some people is making a big deal out of it and want the school to not let you hand out invitations in class. Or you got to hand it out on your personal time. Like, you got to call the parents yourself. But she was like, I don't get mad about it because it teaches my kids that you're not going to be invited to everything and everybody not going to always like you, and that's okay.
Right. I agree with that.
So it teaches you a lesson, like a life lesson in a way, depending on how you take it. But you should take it as a life lesson, long run.
I think it make your skin thicker.
What you
Go ahead,
gonna say,
Jada.
I mean, if that's y'all excuse, I guess.
It's not an excuse.
It's just, why do y'all want that to start in our household? Why? Y'all giving, okay, we understand life is hard, the world is real, people are cold, cruel, whatever. But in our household, we just won't. Like, why? It's like y'all saying this to make our skin tougher, but in reality, sometimes it just build up trust issues. Y'all don't want us to enter the world having trust issues. Now we feel like we can't trust nobody. We can't. You shouldn't, but at the same time, y'all get what I'm saying. But y'all get y'all understand what I'm saying, right?
No,
being on this side, y'all understand what I'm saying. Yeah. It's we get what y'all saying. Oh, it's gonna make your skin tougher.
That's not a fairy tale. I'm sorry. I'm not finna let you come in the house and think it's fairy tale land in here, and then out there it's fucking the cold world. No, you gonna know how it. I'ma prepare you in this house.
But what we talking about is broken promises. So it's something you said. It's not nothing we made up. The fairy tale is made up. It's something that you told us that you was gonna do. So it's not a fairy tale. It's something that you said out of your mouth that you was gonna do.
I feel like
Breezy.
But that's gonna happen in life. That's the part. Yeah.
Go ahead.
You said my name for a reason? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just something that's gonna happen in life. Just say, now you're an adult, right? You're an adult. You're past all that. Now, can you say that you have made a promise and have to break it due to life?
Yeah, but it wasn't to people like my little brothers. I would never promise my little brother something and don't do it.
Things happen.
It's not a, look, as a parent, you're a parent for a lifetime, right? But we're going to speak on from 0 to 18. From 0 to 18, a parent has to do everything that they say. Like what if it's more, it's that a parent did more than they did not hold up a promise?
Not everything, but like going back to what we was just talking about. Some parents, like when you ask them, like, Ma, you said you was gonna, why you ain't? Well, I don't gotta say nothing to you. I just couldn't do it. Like, sometimes give us the explanation on why, at least.
I do agree with that to a certain extent. Not all the time. It depends. But I do agree with answering questions for clarity. Just so when y'all get older, it's certain things y'all already be up on because I explained it to you when you were younger. But there are times where I just want you to do what I told you to do.
Rodney said, parents need grace too. We all make mistakes, kids and parents. Growth takes time. Not to mention the older you get, the harder it is to grow and break bad habits. And Dominique said, raise your kids, prepare your kids for the real world.
Again. No, them. The viewers.
Oh, if you ain't here right now and you watching, I need you to share this live right now. Y'all got some toxic people, some toxic parents, and some toxic children that need to hear this. So go ahead and share that. It only takes 2 seconds to
we
tap
definitely
that
can
button.
see who shared it.
We're not going to call out names right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to give y'all a grace period. After 2 minutes, we will be calling out anybody who did not share the live.
All right, are we good on our comments?
Yes.
Okay. I have something to say. So basically,
Snickerdoodle moment.
So basically, hold on, give me 1 second.
Oh, it's okay. Take all the seconds you need.
I feel like sometimes when it comes to parents talking to their kids or kind of like being stern to their kids, or say that a kid comes to them, their child comes to them and let them know like, hey, mom or dad, like, I feel like this was kind of wrong. And I feel like some parents don't take that accountability and they go straight to that point of, well, I'm an adult. So I feel like sometimes parents feel like since they're adults, they're always right when it comes to them talking to their kids.
When I'm wrong, I could have been right. When I'm right, I thought I was right. When I'm wrong, however they go.
I don't always think I'm right. I'm just right 98% of the time. But I am open when we have our conversations. I am open to that conversation, and then a lot of times, like, you'll explain to me like why you think certain ways, and then we'll come to a medium. But I don't. You think I'm always right? You're not gonna get no whooping.
I mean, I feel like there was this one point where I thought that it was this one situation where I thought you were kind of wrong. When I came back from college, and it was very different because I feel like in college, since I'm being more independent and I'm just focusing on myself and just, focusing on my work and stuff like that. And when I came home, and I haven't been there in a while, and there was a point when I was in the kitchen just cracking jokes to my mom, and I guess she thought this was a joke or whatever, but like she went straight into like concerning, like kind of like she went straight into being like telling me what I don't be doing around the house, like kind of I don't know the word for that, kind of I would say complaining a little bit about me, like before, like how I was before at home. And so I feel like I was in a good space, like I was happy, and her, like, switching, her saying that really switched the mood, and I was just automatically just ready to leave that space.
Whenever you're ready to leave a space, I got gas in my car. Did we talk about that? I think we did. Because I remember you telling me, like, Mom, like, I just got home. I don't know if I apologized that time, but I do understand what you're talking about. I've become a lot more understanding when she come to me without an attitude. The delivery, like we said before, is everything. So when she come to me like the regular tone and her delivery is normal, then I'm open to having a conversation. But that day, I don't remember exactly what it was. But yeah, she kind of ticked me off because she did something that she had done before when she came home. Like, she liked to leave stuff behind, and I'm not a maid. So I was used to being in the house by myself, not having to clean up after people. That's it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Why do some parents make comments about their children's appearance?
First of all, why y'all got on these crop tops? Okay, let's talk about appearance. That was on my. So I am old school when it comes to the way that kids dress. I feel like kids should be kids. They should dress like kids. They should always look their age. They should wear age appropriate outfits. I do not agree with crop tops. My daughter, I think I started buying her crop tops when she got in college, and I still don't feel comfortable with her wearing them. When she wear them around me, she'll wear a jacket or something like that to cover up. But we don't want y'all looking like grown women, because men will be looking at you and they're going to expect you to do what grown women do. So we don't want y'all to be put in situations that y'all not ready for based off of how you dress.
Yeah, but either way, if you're wearing a T-shirt or something too, some men will still look.
I
You
understand
can't
they'll still
control
look,
what
but if
guys
you got
look
your
and
titties
stuff.
out, they're gonna look even harder. If you don't put everything out on display, they won't look as hard. But when y'all putting everything out there, they're expecting for you to be of age.
And that's creepy.
Because why you got your titties out at 12?
Yeah. I agree with you. I do not like crop tops.
Y'all making me hot.
I don't like booty shorts.
Me neither.
And you that young wearing that is like, what attention are you trying to seek? Because it's really is creepy people out here, sick people. So I feel like you should definitely dress your age. You should
The
be
nails.
in a hurry to the long nails,
Long hair down your back,
the weave, like the wigs.
eyelashes,
I've
makeup.
seen some of my cousins wearing wigs, and they like only in just got out of middle school. It's like, what is going on? You look like you up here with me.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't want to look that old. I feel like you should take your time because you're rushing
Be a
something
kid.
that you're going to be like, dang, I should have kind of chilled because you didn't have to do all that.
Be a kid as long as you can.
But I also want to say, before they did have more stores for kids and for young ladies where you dressed, it was different age groups. Now they got us all together where they was shopping at Forever 21 and
That's true.
shopping at all the stores that you Fashion Nova, and this is all they making. So it's like they stopped making stores where it stopped being like that line where, okay, remember all the junior stores and the Dots and all these different stores they had for younger ladies, and they don't have them no more.
They don't have a whole lot of options. A lot of the stores, like you said, only sell, like, you see crop tops is like 95% of the shirts that they have.
At Target for,
Yeah, they
younger
do have
kids.
them for little kids. What was I just went blank. But yeah.
I agree to disagree to agree again. I say that because nowadays in this world, you kind of got to keep up or get left behind. I know that sounds crazy, but like you were saying, you got kids coming out of middle school with the wigs and all this. Imagine a girl going to school, and I know it sounds like it's normal with her natural hair, ponytail. She still got whatever she got in her head.
Do.
But she's younger. I'm talking like coming out of like you said, coming out of middle school, going to high school. They already got wigs and stuff. They nails done. If they see everybody doing it, they gonna want to do it. If they not doing it, they gonna get talked about or left behind as in their eyes. And y'all gotta remember that like the trends these days are different. Like it's not even about like them wanting to appeal to certain people. They just want to be in the crowd. That's all.
No.
Well, we don't want to teach them to be followers.
No.
Like,
no,
Kalia's
not
very
at all.
original. I don't think she care what everybody else wears. She's super different. Sometimes I be wondering how she be putting outfits together, but whatever, I allow her to be who she are. Some of them outfits be real original, you hear me? But I allow her to be who she is, and she express herself how she dresses, but she does it respectfully.
I feel like it's still styles and stuff too that you can still wear. I don't think that you have to be like unbelievable out here. Like you don't have to. And also, it's something you said that was like, no, I don't raise followers. I'll say that to Ivy all the time. Anybody want you to follow behind them? No. I don't raise followers. I want to raise a leader. Somebody that's going to make their own mind up for themselves. I don't want you doing something because the other person did it or the next person did it. Or if somebody said they don't want to be your friend, if you don't do this, no. Don't be their friend because they not real and they not for you anyway. So them people that's looking at you like that's them is nobody that you're going to ever have to worry about as you getting older.
A comment saying the attention brings from very sick individuals. Yes, be a kid as long as you can. Some children get it from their parents.
Oh, yes, most of them do because.
I'll say yes to that.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Carmen says, I have nieces who are in high school and they dress appropriately. It's my sister's money. So even if she wanted to dress like that and have on makeup, how is she going to buy it? It's the parents.
Oh, it is the parents. I totally agree with that. These kids don't have any money. So we are the ones that
I
going
could agree to disagree again, because I bought all my own clothes.
You were different.
was a hustler,
I don't know.
so-
You was an adult at 12.
She was independent.
She was a 12-year-old adult.
Oh my god.
I get what Jada is saying, however, everything in moderation. Amen. Go ahead, Catrice.
Look at the up there.
OMG, but when I wear something my daughter tells me I can't wear like that, why I'm grown. I can't see.
So you complain about what your mom wear when she grown, but you can sit up here with you can sit up here with
Well,
these
it's
little.
like sometimes I don't be wearing this. Like I be wearing t-shirts and shorts, or I'll wear this. Like it just really depends on the day. Like I don't know,
But you
my
had a
mom-
question. You had a question about why the parents have an issue with what the kids wear, but then you complain about
I don't,
your mom who buy your clothes. What's she wearing? Who buys her own clothes?
And she's the adult.
Well, I don't know what to tell her.
Toxic kids.
Wanting to fit in or be accepted is not always it. I try to encourage originality. You don't have to follow a trend to be cool.
You don't.
Yeah, you can start the trend.
Absolutely.
Maybe I'll start.
I agree.
I feel like growing up, there can be times where the influence of like what people wear or whatever grows on you.
Okay.
Like having to see all of this around you, I feel like at some point it will kind of like overwhelm you to the point you're like, okay, well at least I can like get this for myself to kind of fit in with everybody else or to like bring people in, you know?
And it's not even to be a follower sometimes. We just think stuff is cute. We just think it's cute. Oh, that's cute. I want to try that. Oh, that's
I
cute.
think your dress is cute, but I also feel I can't wear it. You have to dress your body type.
Before I read any more comments, I'm finna get to calling y'all names, because Kiara, no share. Dominique, no share. Mary, no share. Carmen, no share.
Shout out to
Catrice,
Carmen Carter. I
No
love her.
share. And Carmen, I feel like if it, because it's all definitely directed.
Hey.
If it ain't directed, it ain't respected. What she said. Yeah, even if you do buy your own clothes, you still live here, and I have the final say. So it's my job to protect you as much as possible. If you talk in general, I agree.
agree with that.
But if you talk about me, baby, I was.
First of all, you're a 12-year-old adult out here buying your own. We gonna have a whole nother episode with you, just you.
My daughter dresses like a tomboy, and I love it. Amen, April. But on that note, share the live. Yes.
What do you got to say, Breezy?
I don't think the answer to me wouldn't be just like a tomboy. I still would be just like a girl, just not a woman.
Yeah, lady.
We have another comment. I see too many that act like they're afraid to tell their kids or let them be mad at them. Me, I don't care when I know it's out of love. Because ain't no way crop tops and biker shorts should be floating through the school. They sent us home or to the office to put gym shorts on.
Man, they really did. I remember they used to make me put my arm down.
Fingertips.
I got long arms, so
Oh,
my
used to
shorts
be
had to be extra
long.
long. And I did used to get sent home because my legs are super long.
I went to a school where they had banned leggings. But y'all, let me tell y'all what we did. They banned leggings, right? And so we boycotted. Every girl in the school the next day wore leggings. Every last one of us.
You're a toxic.
And I started that trend. Amen.
Luther King.
Yeah, that,
That's funny.
thank you for the share, Mary.
Thank you, Mary.
I thought I shared it. I probably came. Okay, I just did. Thank y'all for the shares. Thank y'all. See, I be having to call y'all out sometimes, but it's okay. It's okay. We love y'all still. We got 32 shares. Woo.
Hey, appreciate the shares, y'all.
32
This conversation
shares.
is really important.
Yeah. I'm not buying no clothes that I feel inappropriate. I don't care how bad you beg or say, oh, please, they got it they're wearing it at school. Well, let them wear it. Because you ain't getting it from these pockets. That's how my grandma was. She wouldn't even buy us jeans because she was a pastor.
Mm-hmm.
She felt like we should wear skirts. Ladies should wear skirts. We're city girls because that's what she was from the country.
Oh, I thought you were talking about city girls.
No, she used to be like, y'all city girls don't know how to do nothing. They don't know how to cook. They don't know how to do nothing. But she wouldn't pay for jeans. Like, if she took you to the store, she wouldn't mind buying you something, but she's not buying pants. My mama said they grew up without wearing pants. They used to always have to leave the house. Like, when they finally got their first pair of jeans, they'll have to change at school if they want.
I had a friend that did that. Her name was, not to be disclosed. She had to wear skirts, right? And I swear, if I'm lying, I'm flying. We used to walk to school together, Central, every day. And I swear, y'all, we'll be like halfway to school, and I'll see her like this, taking that skirt out. She had some leggings or some jeans or some shorts or something underneath. I'd be like, girl, go on with your bad self.
Toxic. She probably borrowed them leggings and them shorts that she had on up under there.
Catrice say, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was asking.
I hate killing your comment. As I am learning and teaching my daughter, it is a fine line of giving her the self-esteem and encouragement, but also just finding the best way to walk in her stride with pride. I am raising a child that is totally different from me, and my baby isn't a follower. She just finds frustration when it comes to coexist with other young ladies.
I like that.
I'm doing good on the comments today. Y'all hear me reading them?
I see you. You good?
Yeah.
So, there was a screenshot that Kalia, can you pull that screenshot up?
Oh, yeah.
There was a screenshot that I had sent Kalia earlier in the week.
Oh, Kiara.
Of a toxic conversation between a mom and daughter. Jada, can you read it?
So this the mom, right? The gray. Okay, yes, I'm so slow. The mom says, "That's on you, little girl." The little girl says, "Sorry, my clothes are in the dryer now." The mom said, "Put mine in after." She said, if I get a job, so can I pay for my gown and stuff, and can you help me get there? No, ma'am, unless you have it together. Who will be watching Jayla and Julian? I can watch them and get a part-time. Nobody is going to feel like taking you to work after they have worked all day, Janiyah. I said no. But OMG, how am I graduate if I can't get my stuff? Can I get a job after graduation and you pay me back then? No, I'm not about to keep having this conversation with you. Don't ask me again. I work 10 hours a day. What make you feel as if I want to deal with taking your beep to a job, especially knowing that you have to watch your beep brothers and sisters? Don't ask me about this beep again, Janiyah. If I find my own ride, then you have to watch your brother and sister. What are you not getting? Don't ask me about no beep. More little girl. Make sure the clothes in the dryer. Okay.
First of all, I didn't like. How do y'all feel about that?
I feel like she need the CPS what they call them? Not CPS. What they call them people?
Hey, but this happens now. This type of thing is happening now. She bogus
because your baby just trying to graduate, something that a lot of kids ain't even doing no more, and you bogus for not letting her have her moment. Then she's saying that she gotta watch her brothers and sisters on her graduation day. Baby, I'm graduating and I'm hitting you with the deuces, and them kids gonna be sitting there by themselves because this my moment. You gotta let me shine. You should be taking off work to come watch my graduation anyway as a parent.
Y'all got any words that she didn't feel?
Yeah.
She said everything.
Y'all let her represent y'all tonight? So I feel like a lot of parents are doing things.
That's what I was talking about.
A lot of parents are doing things to keep their kids. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Y'all hear in that message how she kept calling her little girl. Like, don't little girl her. Like, she is a young adult at this point. And I don't like how she was holding her back. Like, she's trying to make her. She's not teaching her how to be an adult. You know what I'm saying? I can't even get my thoughts together. I'm blank. But anyway,
I'm read
help me out, y'all. Cause
she teaching her how to be a responsible adult.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
She's teaching her what?
I don't think she's teaching her how to be a responsible
Not at all.
Because she's teaching her how to be adult by watching them damn kids.
Kids,
She shouldn't be taking on kids. That's all she's teaching her.
And she can't get mad if that baby end up pregnant. Yeah.
and raising
Go
kids.
ahead, Khalid. You finna be drunk tonight. And I'm just saying, y'all, let's sparkling
But go
juice.
ahead, Brandon.
Show them what it is.
Sparkling juice. I'm not drinking tonight, y'all. We got the kids in the building.
Go ahead, Breeze. Let us hear what you got.
I can't believe I just went blank like that.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, I think more so it's bigger than just the graduation. It's just that if you cancel out anything, any part of the growth of your child, if you're canceling out that due to them being the parent to kids that you had, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Them kids, if it's something, even if they want to go to Six Flags, they friends for the weekend, right? As long as they ain't got like bad friends, in quotes. They should be able to go. They shouldn't have to cancel that out for watching your kids. If anything, how about you take off from work?
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Because
How do
they
y'all
had the kids, they didn't.
How do y'all feel about that?
Agreed.
I agree.
I feel like a lot of kids end up in those type of situations.
They do.
And
It's a lot of that going on.
A lot of people be having to overcome and get away from it. It's sad though.
Yeah, they have to pay for our failed relationships because that's basically what it is.
Sorry to my uncle and granny, but I'm gonna just share this. When I was like, and this what made me get up out of there. When I was like, maybe like 11, 12.
See, 12-year-old adult, I knew it. I felt
I
it
had
in
to
the
get
spirit.
up out of there around that time because y'all not finna use me. I knew how to do hair at a young age. I had to braid the baby's hair. I had to get the baby's clothes out for school because they all worked. My uncle worked, his wife worked, my grandma worked, and they worked the overnight shift. I'm in school too. So y'all want me to get these kids ready, get myself ready, wake up in the morning, take them to the bus, take myself to the bus. Then when y'all get off work, y'all don't want to be bothered. So if I go outside to hang out with my friends, I gotta have the kids with me. Y'all, I was 12 pushing the stroller. I had 2 little kids and like a 8-9-month-old with me every day at the park, and I was only 11 years old. And they told me, oh, if they can't go, you can't go. Y'all, I had a stroller every day going outside. I had little kids walk with me, y'all, because I'm going where I want to go. If y'all with me, y'all walking. I don't care. We going all across the town. They used to be like, I'm so tired, Jada. I used to be like, everybody getting the stroller at the same time. You sit on this baby lap, you sit in the little back pocket part. We going to go somewhere.
Yeah, you don't want to push your kids to resent their siblings.
That's true, too.
And these weren't even my siblings. These was my cousins at that. So it was like, and then I couldn't do the stuff that I wanted to do. I couldn't go to school dances. I couldn't do certain stuff. And it wasn't even because they had to work. It was just because I couldn't. They didn't have the money. They didn't want to give me a little $7 for the school dance. But y'all got me watching these kids day and night. Y'all getting mad when I don't finish homework. Y'all getting mad when I don't make it on time to school. Y'all getting mad when I miss the bus. But y'all got me doing all of this. And then y'all getting frustrated with me when I'm doing all of y'all heavy work. Not the light work, the heavy work.
Khalil, you know them hugs you like to give me? Can you lean over and give her one? Thank you.
I love that hug. Thank you. I needed that.
Wow.
And that's what pushed me over the edge, though. Kids get pushed over the edge, and sometimes at a young age, that pushed me over the edge. I'm like, y'all ain't gonna do it for me. So guess what? At this point, I'm gonna do it for myself. I started going to the candy store out west, buying all type of candy stuff. I was still in that school. Once I made that type of, it was an honest living, if you ask me. It was illegal to sell candy at school. Don't get me wrong, but I was doing it, and the teachers was buying stuff too. So I'm like, oh, I'm in there. You feel me? Security guards. I had everybody locked in. So I'm all right, cool. I'm going to school making $500 by Friday off candy and stuff. Oh yeah, this is a job for me. All I gotta do is come to school. After that, it was over with. I started buying my own stuff, got my own phone. I moved out of there and lived with my friends for the longest.
I feel bad for the people who don't get that though, where they don't like overcome,
Yeah.
and it sucks them in.
Yeah.
Instead of like them prevailing from it, like it just bring them down, and they feel like it ain't no way out. That's when working as a village come in too.
I'm gonna start right here.
You know some of them is on YouTube.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Oh, that was okay. I'm not gonna read that. Your kids are not your babysitters. Amen, April. Carmen says she agreed. I'm not sure what she agreed with, but agreed. Making her responsible for her responsibilities. Ooh, Catrice. Ooh. They're okay. Pay for daycare and stop having children for your other children to raise. Amen. I know of a situation where a young lady had an opportunity to go to IMSA but could not go because the mom was pregnant and the young lady was going to have to help babysit. Ticked me off. Dang, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's not right. Dang, Jada, sound like me minus the hair braiding part. I had everybody kids. For me too, Jada, hugs. Aw, let the kids be kids. That was crazy. Let the kids be kids without having to care for kids when they are a kid themselves. And then Renee said, yes, it takes a village. If you are in here now, you're fresh and you're new, just go ahead and tap that share button, because even though we deep in, it don't hurt to share. You know, toxic parents, toxic kids, and toxic traits, so you may need to hear this. YouTube says, it is the equivalent of your children wanting you to always watch your grandchildren for them payback.
No, that's not
I
fair.
got a question for the. I got a question for the kids out there in the world.
Go ahead.
Yeah, is it a delay? Okay.
Yeah, it is a delay a little bit.
Why do y'all? Okay. Why do y'all think parents are dumb? I just got that question.
And don't have any experience in anything.
I feel like when it comes to that, it's just depending on like when a parent doesn't have a certain conversation with a child. I'm gonna say that, and that child don't know. I don't know.
I'm not gonna beat you. Just going to say it.
When a parent doesn't have a certain conversation with that child, and sometimes a child feel like a parent don't understand because they never had that talk with that parent. So to know that that parent went through that thing that they're going through, or they feel
So you feel like we don't have
different.
experience in that because there was never a conversation?
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, at some point I have thought that, like,
We don't think y'all dumb. We just think we slick.
She think I'm done all the time. Like I'm just now starting to live. Like, we were born the same day, her and I. Like I don't have
They
experience
don't
in anything.
think y'all dumb. They just push their boundaries and limits.
and I mean,
Right.
Us, we. I mean, but I don't have this issue with my dad, because I'll be open and honest with him and my mama. We don't have these problems at all, because I'm older now. So I just respect them for who they is, and they respect me for who they are, knowing that they wasn't really in my life to begin with. I'm going to still respect them as parents.
Did you think they were dumb?
I didn't have them around, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. What about I forgot her name.
Leah, what was you gonna say? What, Josie?
Nah, Josie. You never thought your mom was dumb?
You ever thought your mom was dumb?
Or dad?
Or dad?
Or dad?
Like when you was doing like little slick stuff, like, you know.
No, I don't think they dumb. Like Jada said, we just think we slick with it.
It's pushing boundaries. Like, we just try to see how far we can get with y'all. It's not like, oh, she ain't gonna know. It's just like, oh, let's see if she find out.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, parents do find out. But
Do. What you say, Brandon?
The coldest part is, like they said, they just trying to be slick, but we peep it every time. That's the part right there where we look at y'all like you think I'm dumb. We
Exactly.
understand y'all being slick. That's the part right there.
Y'all came up with the thought of they think I'm dumb, so we ain't say it.
Once you said that y'all just trying to be slick, and the thing is y'all think we don't peep it. So it would be smart of y'all. Well, you're an adult now, Jada, but it would be smart of young people to understand that, hey, we know y'all just trying to be slick, not dumb. Maybe y'all can get further with what y'all trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I said. They really just push the boundaries. They just see how far they can take certain stuff. Like, sometimes they know they gonna get in trouble. They just want to see how much trouble they gonna get in, what you gonna say, how
Or
you gonna
that
react.
that possibility that they may not get
in trouble. Yeah.
Maurice,
Well,
Yes.
you want to add anything to that?
No, I don't think. I don't think parents are dumb. Yeah, I don't really got like a thing to say for it. But no, I don't think they're dumb. I think they experience most of the things you're already going through. Like my mom literally told me that before. She was like, you can like tell me whatever. You think you're doing certain stuff, but like I've already done this too. But because she's going through, she basically like knows the outcome of certain stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why like she's alone most of the time. She already knows like how it's like to play out. She already knows like there's no reason to like really intervene for it unless it's like really bad.
I want to add also, if you don't, y'all think y'all gonna get away with it, or if y'all do get away with it, sometimes it be your parents trying to let you bump your head.
Mm-hmm.
So you can learn the lesson, because sometimes telling you, and y'all just think that, whatever, she just talking, until you experience it yourself, and then you realize, like, dang, she was right, or he was right.
They said it's echoing. Is it still echoing? Is it still echoing, y'all?
It's like the guys need to
Actually,
turn something down.
Oh, it's y'all. It's the guys.
Both of us?
Yeah.
I'm not here.
All right. I'm gonna see if. All right. Did you have something else, Josie?
To add? Or
No. The next question.
okay. Why do some parents think it's okay to ask their kids for money? And when I mean by that, like, let's say like gas money or financial stuff.
Touchy, but
How old are they? If they asking them for money, they got.
okay, I could see if they saying like you want to go somewhere real bad and they ain't got the gas to take you where you want to go. Baby, gas ain't cheap and it ain't free. So I'm sorry to disagree with you on that, because my girl always said it all the time. I take you, but you gotta have a couple dollars for my
Depends on
tank.
how old are you? Like what age range?
I
It's
told
like
y'all I was getting baked young.
12
So.
to 14.
12 to 14. Y'all don't got no
Who asked?
job.
Who asked the 12-year-old for some money?
Wait.
Well, Jada, that's a different.
You a different type
circumstance.
of you.
That's different circumstances. I'm just saying, like at 12, what money do you have that I can?
Hey,
let's-
somebody said you got McDonald's money. Yeah, obviously they did have McDonald's money.
Maybe
Let's
from
move
like,
up an
are you
age
saying
limit.
like
Let's move
the
up.
money?
Let's move up an age limit to where at least workers permit is in effect and they working a job. Do y'all feel like the parents should ask for money when their kid is fresh with the workers permit, getting a job and all of that? Y'all think it's okay to say, okay, you got a job, you getting a little money, you should help around the house.
You should. You should. I didn't make my kids, even though sometimes I be feeling like you should at least offer some gas money when I'm picking you up and dropping you off. But as far as like paying bills, you can teach them responsibility by asking for them to do that. And I feel like it should start, when they start making their own money.
When y'all start making your own money, I think it, like as a parent, I feel like when my child started making her own money, I would take the money and I would just save it for her. I'm teaching you something. This is how you learn to pay bills. But when you get ready to go off like to school or whatever it is, this is the money that you had put in place. That's how I feel like you should do it. But sometimes in different circumstances, the parent kind of, maybe they feel like, okay, I've been doing this and I'm low-key struggling since you're working. Maybe it's time for you to learn some responsibility and help around here because I need it, type of thing.
I don't do that. What I do is, because once Kalia got a job, she's saving me money because now she's buying her own personal products. She's buying her own. You pay for your own hair most of the time. She'll pay to get her nails done. She'll pay for her own clothes and shoes. So that's less money out of my pocket. So you're gonna spend your little money, boo boo.
I'm gonna read some of the comments. Robert said, "Wow." You got McDonald's money, LOL. Mary Snap, cause we got McDonald's at the house, okay? Teaching you how to pay your own way so you don't get used to others paying your way for you. Agree to disagree to agree. No, Mary said no, and that's where I messed up at. Yep, you should just get used to being courteous. Sometimes folks won't even take your money. It's just they just appreciate you offering.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when it comes to gas. Like nobody, I don't think your parents expect you to pay that much working the little job that you do get. You most likely gonna start off at kind of low.
I'm a different breed, but I used to be like, what, I gotta give you some gas, something to take me? I used to just throw it out there. Like, I didn't even let them even ask me the question, because I'm gonna get there. And maybe when Uber came out, oh, you can't tell me nothing. Bye, I got my own money.
We haven't been able to tell you nothing since you was 12.
Amen.
So that comment that Mary said no, that's where I messed up at. If you could call in, if you're not shy, can you call in? I want you to tell your story. Tell us what you mean by that. Because it seems like it's something that you would have done a little different. The number is 815. Can you put this in the 931? Can you put this in the comments? 8046. 815 931 8046. And while we're waiting on you to call, Josie, what you have?
I don't really
You don't
got
have
nothing
nothing?
for right now.
Okay, cool. So one of the things I feel like is toxic parenting is when parents put kids out. I don't understand how you can put an underage kid out. Excuse me. I don't understand it for the life of me. I don't understand where you think they're supposed to go, but I think that that's toxic parenting. I've never had to deal with that. Look at Jada. She ready. What, Jada? What?
I was just gonna be nice this time. No, that's why I love my father though, because I was grown and on my own at a young age,
12.
but I left too early, and I needed to come back and get that little bit that I missed by leaving early. And he never said, "No, you grown." He's never told me that, ever. So I can respect that. So the people that say, even when you 18, and your parents say, when you 18, you gotta get out of my house. I don't respect that. Especially if your kids don't got it in
agree with
order.
Yeah. I don't think
I don't
you're
agree
really
with that.
grown yet at 18.
No, not and like I wanted my kids. I wanted my son, who's moved out. I think he's been gone for like 3 years. I wanted him to stay home, save up enough money until he is able to purchase his own house, because I waited so late in the game to purchase my first house. When I tell y'all that my son got the heck on, the first chance that he got up out of there, you hear me? And it was against what me and his father told him. It didn't seem realistic to us, but he came to both of us. He told us his plan, and when I tell y'all his plan did not make sense to us, but my son's a little different. He was his first year in college. He was in football, so he was a student athlete, and he had like 2-a-day practices. He could not work, so what he did was in the summertime, he worked. He saved up enough money for him to pay his rent. I think he was in football for like 7 months, and I told him that's not realistic. How can you work for a few months, save up enough money to pay everything for 7 months? It just made no sense. He was like, well, I think I could do it, and no disrespect, but I want to prove you and my dad wrong. So after that, I supported him. I didn't give him a dime. When I say dude got his stuff together and he ain't been back, he ain't been back. And I did everything I could. I didn't have to give him no money, but my whole living room right now don't have nothing in it. I gave him everything, the furniture, the rug, everything. But he did what he had to do, and he's still gone, and he still have not asked me for $1.
I think that's what trust come into. As a parent, like, you gotta trust that you taught your kids the right way.
Yeah.
So you won't second guess them. Like, you gotta know that you gave them all you can and you guided them the right way.
I feel like once they leave, though, they're a little different. I was so scared for him to be by himself because he was dependent on me to wake him up. Like, he used to be late every day. We moved from Lockport to Joliet. He was still going to Lockport High School. And I used to have to wake him up every day or he would be late for school. So when he went to college, I was scared for him because I was no longer there. I couldn't wake him up every day. So he had to do it on his own. He did a great job. I'm glad he got the experience. Y'all good?
On that.
Okay, we talked about keeping kids out of the arguments as adults, right? I do think that is toxic. When you bring up the other parent to the kids, I feel like that's toxic as well. All right, so parents, paying attention to what your kids have access to, what they listen to, what they watch. Do y'all have an issue with that, or y'all cool with it?
I'm cool.
Going through your phones. Are you okay with your mom going through your phone? Kalia?
They be thinking
Yeah,
they
I'm
smart.
cool.
I don't do it anymore. She's old. She too old. So that you think that's fine. Y'all don't have an issue with that. So, Kalia, at one point, you and I had a conversation about some conversations that you think that parents should have with their kids. Do you remember that conversation? Because I want you to talk about it. Some game that you want to give parents. You told me something about Roblox.
Okay, so I feel like as kids grow up and they get on social media and they get on these online games, they develop something that like they never like know about. Like all this Instagram or like Snapchat influence the kids and they can influence the kids the wrong way. Or there's like so many of these apps where kids can just talk to these strangers and like bond with random people online and stuff, which causes the kids to act a certain way than what you originally like taught them or like originally would see them as. Like the kids will like either like be sneaky, develop like sneaky like traits, develop like lying and stuff like that. So I feel like it's very important around like 11 or 12 to talk to your kids about, to really be in depth about social media or like even like when it comes to relationships as well. Around 11 and 12, talk about relationships and how a relationship should look and how like the talking stage shouldn't look like a certain way or how it should look.
So I know you did mention with some of these apps, one of the things you had called like your cousins and told their parents that when it comes to these apps, they should tell their kids not to add like strangers. So you already knew that, Josie?
Why?
Why?
Why kids shouldn't?
Yeah.
Because
at first I didn't understand. What are the strangers doing?
Strangers, they'll like try to convince. Since you're small, you don't really know nothing for real. So you don't know if they're just like they will convince you to do something you're not supposed to, like showing things you shouldn't be showing, or dressing the way you shouldn't be dressing, or like just stuff like you shouldn't be doing, like, or like they'll tell you like, hey, like come see me, like I'll be here. Like you don't know how old they are or if they're grown or not.
Okay.
Even in some instance, it can be like somebody, like child that is your child's age too, and they can just be developed in a way that they shouldn't.
They fast.
Right, like they can be fast, which can really change your kids.
Maurice, you have anything to add to that?
No, I really don't like. I mean, I guess. So I don't play games. I really don't. So I can't really understand that part. But I understand like the social media part. Of not adding strangers and why I would agree not to like add strangers. It's like Josie. That's your name, right?
Josie.
I think she said like you can get invited things like you see things you shouldn't be seeing, which I actually have experienced before. Adding a random person and then like getting sent something I'm like I probably shouldn't have seen. So that I agree for like why you should add strangers, add people you know. But even with people you know too, you never know what like they might do or talk about.
Right. So I did have a question for y'all. Why do y'all not allow your parents to have like things to themselves? Why do y'all feel like when I purchase something for me, I have to share it with you?
Shouldn't have had kids.
When I buy you your own, you go and you demolish yours and your siblings, and then you come and attack mine. Help me to understand.
Sometimes what parents have
sounds selfish to me, but go ahead.
When parents have something, they make it look better and cooler, so we want that too.
Selfish. It's the same thing. We got the same, whatever it is, it's the same.
You can use it. You shouldn't have had kids if you didn't want to share your stuff.
Yep.
If I give you your own stuff, you shouldn't be touching my stuff. I can have something just for me. Especially when I'm paying, I'm using my money, and you trying to tell me I gotta share my everything with you? No, ma'am.
I get on my daddy first thing. But you know what?
I'm so glad you don't live in my household.
You know what? I wouldn't get on your nerves though.
What?
I know my limits with people. As you grow up, you need to know that. But my daddy, oh baby, what's yours is mine. What's mine is yours. If you didn't want that to be, you shouldn't have had me. Simple as that.
Same with my mom.
You don't want that to be.
And my mom listening too. So whatever she said, whatever Jada said, just know whatever yours is mine. That's it. That's all.
So I'm gonna give you her address so you can go over there and get her bags. She can come home with you.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah. So what? So have y'all ever heard adults say that y'all are privileged and entitled? Do y'all believe that?
I feel like,
Be honest.
I feel like I am entitled.
In what ways?
Since I feel like I'm spoiled. Like my parents gave me a lot of stuff. Like, so I do feel I'm entitled, but I can't really pinpoint like where I'm entitled at. But I feel like I am entitled.
I agree. You are very entitled. I feel like you are very privileged. You are very spoiled, and I kind of feel that was on me because I overcompensated. We'll talk about that on another episode. But what about you?
In some ways, cause I mean, my grandparents did give me a lot more than what my dad or my mom had. Like, my dad, he didn't really have a good living situation since he was already out on the streets by the age of, 5? Because his parents, they left him. So it's like, he points that out a lot. Like, hey, you got a lot of stuff right here. Stuff that I didn't get, and I had to work for my own stuff at a young age. And I'm like, well, yeah, I understand where he's coming from in that, too. So, in some ways, yeah.
Okay. Maurice?
I actually don't think that about myself. So I could agree. I got stuff. I got stuff when I was younger and still even now. But because of my living situation, most times when I was younger, and things that I've seen when I was so much younger, I developed stuff way faster, and I understood a lot more stuff at a younger age. So I think I'm matured younger. That even though I got stuff, I still understood that I shouldn't be abusing it as much. I basically you ever heard the saying, "The rich live poor." That's how I felt like I did. Even though I got stuff, I still live like I didn't have everything.
I don't feel. I mean, I feel like I was never entitled. I was never. I mean, I was privileged enough to go to a public school. That's a privilege, but other than that, I don't know. I just feel like as a young adult, I don't feel entitled. I don't feel privileged because it's just, when you make your own way, it's hard to feel those things, especially when you go through them bumps in the road for real. It's hard to feel like that because it's like I can't be entitled. I can't be. I'm not as privileged. I just can't. I done hit my head real hard for real already. I done fell on my behind a couple times for real already. Not just for play, not just because I didn't get the shoes I wanted, not little stuff like that. No, it was real life stuff. So I never went through that. And I think my parents could agree. I never was like, you owe me this. You didn't do this, so you have to give me this. I never did that to them, ever. I just take whatever they give, whether it's love, whether it's support, I take the money too, but if whatever they giving, I'm gonna take it with respect and I'm gonna love it because it's like I'm gonna take whatever they giving me now. I didn't really have it back then, but if you never too old to need a parent. So if they want to parent me while I'm 22, go right on ahead. I'm still here to listen and learn.
Amen.
You pointed at the wrong one. Catrice said, wait, I feel attacked. I'm almost 40 and still want some of my granny or my mama's, whatever it is. I saw a school picture with you wearing my watch, LOL. Wait.
Oh, that's my mama. Don't come on here trying to bust me out now.
I was like, so lost, Kia. I swear. It ain't too many comments. Y'all share the live if y'all didn't already.
Thank you. All right. Maurice, did you have anything? Because I just got one more thing to say. I'll let you and I'll let Brandon. And then. Huh?
No, I don't got anything else. I said what I said.
Okay.
Oh, he said what he said.
Period.
I said, let me what?
Okay. Y'all good, Kalia? You sure? We cool? No smoke.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Why don't parents fully support their kids, whether they think, like, in a business idea, like, even if you think it may be, like, stupid right now, like, your kid might want to make yo-yos, and we ain't seen yo-yos in a long time, but you'll be like, I'm not giving you the money to fund that. I'm not supporting it. Why?
That's a great question. Because I answer that too.
Yeah, I don't have experience in that.
I honestly just think, like, a lot of parents don't understand and they don't make the choice to understand, like, what your kids are into. Because as a parent, we have to keep in the forefront that your kids are tomorrow, right? So the stuff that they're watching is what's going to be big tomorrow. You know, and a lot of parents that get stuck in their own way because they're dealing with their personal life, like we spoke earlier, personal life and work life, to the point where they just can't hear what's going on, right?
Right.
Because if they heard it, they'll go and research and be like, hold on, this might be something that could be next and it can possibly make us rich. And if they thought like that, they would do it because parents are selfish.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Speak on it.
I don't have nothing to say. Not on to that.
Right.
I don't have experience in that. I support my kids and whatever. I kind of push my kids a little bit, just like Kalia draws. And I'm trying to tell her, like, man, you super talented. You need to take your talent, whatever your God-given talent is, that is your money maker. Take that and find a way to make some money with it. So she made this picture. I posted it, and I said she was ready. I didn't even talk to her, y'all. I posted on social media and said she was ready to make some extra money by doing these self-portraits. And then I just told her, like, okay, that's some good news and some bad news. And I think she kind of knew, like, she could read energy very well. She was like, don't tell me you posted my picture on social media. I said, you want the good news or you want the bad news? She was like, please don't tell me you posted my picture. So I ended up telling her. And she was okay with it, the fact that she was going to get paid to do something that she liked to do. But she was not too happy about it because I didn't recognize that she wasn't completed. The picture wasn't completed. It looked complete to me because I don't draw at all. I'm not that type of artist. But I think that in the end, that post brought great results. What do you think, Khalil?
I feel like it did too.
Even though it stressed you out.
Yeah, I thank you for posting that picture because it actually showed me how well I grew in my art.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I used to be like, I wish I can draw realistically. I wish I can do this. I wish I could do that. And I pushed myself. And you pushing me out there really got me really more motivated to make more for other people.
Yeah, and she did a really great job. I'm gonna post it. Y'all gonna see when I post it. I'm gonna let her tell me when it's okay to post it. But she completed one picture already, and she's working on these other two, and they do look realistic. She has grown a whole lot when it comes to her painting skills. Anything else? All right. So my last thing before we close out. When it comes to kids and y'all being grown, why is it okay for y'all to be grown sometimes and then the next minute you don't want to be grown?
He's just looking at my soul.
Did I drop the mic or?
Bum, bum, bum.
Why do y'all get to pick and choose when y'all grown?
There's just some things we want to be babied in, or
Nah, you can't be baby no more once you grown.
oh yeah, but you just want some of that love too. Like, I don't know, it's just like you want something, and then the next minute you just want to do what you want to do, like your own time. Like how you guys want to have your own time, we want our own time too.
Agree to disagree to agree.
Wait.
That's
So,
my favorite thing to say.
Can you restate the question like one more time?
Why you want to be grown in some areas of life, but want to act like a baby or an unmature in other areas of your life? Like yesterday, you was on your high horse, but now today, I'm asking you to pay the bill, and you like, oh, mommy.
Can I add a comment?
Yes. Okay, come to our rescue then.
All right. So earlier we was talking about like how like kids kind of rub off, parents kind of rub off on their kids.
Yeah.
Like kids kind of like follow their parents a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like back to that closed conversation, like how girls y'all saying like they dressing a little too like they adults now. So I think it's the fact that like parents like kind of y'all treat kids sometimes like kids and like adults. Like there's certain points where y'all say something to them like because they're older you'll treat them like an adult. But then here y'all act like kids. Like when you said like you don't like your kids dressing a certain way because you think that's their acting too grown. You're treating them like a kid theirs. So then they feel to me like, hey, if you gonna treat me like that, then why can't I act like a kid when I want to and then act like an adult when I want to?
Agreed.
Does that make sense?
Because my grandma would come to me and gossip about all the gossip, right? But then be mad when I know all the gossip, or like when I put my 2 cents in. Why come to me as a child and tell me all of this if you making it seem like I'm grown when I talk about it? I know all things don't have to be talked about, but how much do you trust a kid with? It's like it's an agree to disagree to agree, and like I said agree to disagree to agree with you because once you make that decision, like I did, it ain't no going back. I couldn't be grown then be a baby no more because I made that choice on my own to be grown. I messed up making that decision.
I feel like it's a difference between when you say be grown as your parents want you to learn more responsibility as you get older, so they expect you
But
to
she
not
said
do certain things.
be grown.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying it's a difference when he said like, your parents expect you to do this, but this is like it's different from being grown by you being 11 and you don't know how to how to pick your clothes up. Like that type of thing versus you being grown, meaning you want to do what you want to do, and that aspect, no, you got to pick or choose one.
And that's what I'm saying. I picked to choose to do what I want to do, and it was the wrong decision by far. Don't get.
We got an expert on the line.
I'm not an expert. You crazy for that?
You are an expert. So can you tell us who you are and tell us about some of your background and why I said that you're an expert?
I don't know why she said I'm an expert. I'm going to preface with that. But I'm Denara. I am actually Kia's cousin, favorite cousin. Whoever's watching, if y'all didn't know, now you know. But I'm not an expert. I have a degree in child development, a degree, associate's in child development, a bachelor's in psychology, and a master's in leadership with a concentration in higher education.
Expert.
But I will say this when it comes to you said repeat the question a little bit real quick because I kind of got amped up when you asked it, but then I just want to make sure I'm getting it right.
The question was, why do kids choose to be grown when they want to be grown and then choose to act like a baby in the next moment?
I don't think that it's a choice. I think that a kid is being what a kid is going to do. They're still a kid. Mm-hmm. You said they choose to act grown, but it's not that they're acting grown. You're viewing sometimes things as acting grown. But, okay, maybe they feel like they was capable of making a decision at this point, but now they feel like, okay, well, I'm not capable. I need my mom. There's never going to be a time where your kid is going to call you and you're not going to come through to them. Am I right or wrong? And they could be 52 years old, but that's still going to be your kid. And sometimes they just need guidance. And especially if they're not mature, and you have to take that into account too. Yeah, I might think that I'm big and bad and I can make this decision by myself. But at the end of the day, if your child is immature, they're going to need your guidance more than any other kid there in their age group. I think a lot of times too, we look at numbers, and it's not necessarily about numbers. It's about that growth and where they're at when they level up. So it ain't sometimes I think I'm grown and sometimes I want to be a kid. I'm a kid all the time, but I'm growing into making these decisions on my own, and I'm growing into doing things on my own. And it's all a learning thing. It's all these mistakes that are going to be made, and it's all these misunderstandings, and it's all of these ball drops, and it's all of these doubts, and they're trying to figure it out. So I don't think we should always look at it as, oh, you want to be grown, then be grown. Don't come on here trying to be a baby now. No, because then that's on a high horse, and you can miss a moment where you could help your child understand something. Did that make sense?
Yeah, it made
sense coming out.
It made perfect sense. Somebody said, "Come on, expert, you want
to?" So yeah, that was my take on that question.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Kalia girl, I love you.
I love you more.
Kiara said in the comments, what we see as nothing could be the next big thing. Oh, we way past that. I'm so sorry that we're not going to skip it. I'm going to just go to what the topic is. Octavia said, I want to be grown so bad, and now I hate all that comes with it. Now that I'm older, I understand what my granny said, but I don't rush. And then Octavia said that your cousin definitely hit it on the head, and Catrice said, come on, expert, yes.
You got anything to add?
No. I had gave her my headphones, so I didn't really hear what she was saying because I wanted her to hear. It's more so for them.
Okay. What could she say?
I agree with what she's saying. I think the missed opportunity comes after those scenarios when we don't talk to our kids, but instead talk at them.
I agree. I used to be that parent. I admit to being a toxic parent. I did talk at my kids. What I say go. And I used to feel like the parents should have the last say. Yeah. What are your toxic traits as being a parent, other than yelling?
My toxic traits, I think that's it. I think I talk at her more than anything.
So I feel like the main thing tonight with toxic parenting that we need to work on is communication. We need to learn how to communicate properly. I hope that something we said will help you guys. I want to thank the girls for sharing their personal experiences. These are things that they have gone through in their life, and they came on here, and they were very transparent and shared those experiences with them. So we want to thank them. Shout out to Maurice, all the way in Champaign. Appreciate it, Maurice. I got the button right this time.
Don't forget about the. I'm gonna do some announcements. That's cool.
Okay, yeah.
Don't forget about the talent show that we got coming up right here in Joliet, hosted by Tony and the Barber College.
Jerron Neighbors. Y'all can look on our social media pages.
And they will be there. And then we also have Hoops for Christ coming up starting July 1st at the Hartman Center. You can bring your kids out. They hoop, they fellowship, and they also get a little Bible study in between. Kids need that nowadays. So just bring your kids out. It's open, it's free. They have snacks, mentors, and everything that you're looking for. We got all the other podcasts on every other night. We got Anna with Talk Yo on Sundays. We got
Car Booty on Sundays.
We got Brian with
Wednesday, Straight to the Point podcast. I didn't even see him tonight.
We got Common Sense Not Common on Saturdays. And don't forget about
Fridays.
us on Thursday.
I just want to talk on Fridays.
So, y'all know, support us. We're going to support y'all.
For sure.
We love when y'all come through. Y'all comment, y'all like, and y'all share. Continue to do what y'all do, and we're going to do what we do. I want to thank all the guests that we had tonight, which we already did. We're going to give our outros. It's me, Jada Mack, 2 A's, 2 K's. Don't forget it.
And it's me, your girl, Anna. No, don't forget, join in this Sunday, y'all.
Hey, this is Kia like the car. Appreciate y'all. If anybody want to come on, if you have any topics, please hit me up. I'm very open to it. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Love y'all.
Peace.
Hold on, I got to find the end button because you know I ain't used to this.
What y'all want to say?
Yeah, you got 10 seconds.
Y'all have a blessed night.
Amen. She's so blessed.
Blessed and highly
That's my child.
Maurice, go ahead. Say what you got to say before we get out the way.
Thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope everybody learned something tonight.
Josie, you good?
She said it.
Oh, I ain't here. All right, we out of here for real this time.
Until next time.